small. And the reason why the lights are off is I'm a little moody, so it's not just true of you out there, it's just my family. He's just put me in lots of trouble. Um, I'm getting very less activity throughout the week because I don't know what to post for videos wise. That's why I just posted earlier this morning what video ideas can you give me. Make sure it's appropriate for YouTube. Um, I'm just here to give you a voice. It's been quite a while. I've gave the last live to you. I think the last live was mostly on sipping paint. I discussed my skin condition because it's just genetic, so you don't have to worry about that. So that's why it's a little redder here. So just block that out if you can. The reason why I want to do this live is just based on my activity for videos and reels. I mean, the reels for those trending reels, I've been doing great. It's just mostly the singing because, as I mentioned in the last live, since they installed that door to that one room, that every room, sorry, that's my computer, so you don't have to worry. Unfortunately, I can't be back there anymore, so that means I can't sing back there. So that's why I gotta do something. So I guess in the meantime, I can just sing from home because I don't know what else to sing. I'm running out of singing options. If you want me to do more song covers, let me know down below. See what covers you want me to do. But if there's a specific song that I don't know, I might have to look it up and try do many attempts if I can. Until I get it right, then I'll do the cover on that. But always let me know down here. I know there's a little bar down here which just lets you to let you comment just so you're okay. As you know, my computer's already giving me issues. I'm having trouble logging in because I'm trying to access to my iTunes, which is not Google Music or something, Music Pay, I don't know. My computer's giving me problems. Oh wait, is it going? Yay, it's open. It took me about 5 minutes. There you go. Now I can see the brightness of my face. Okay, don't mind this. I know you are coming on here, but as I mentioned, okay, now it's recent up. Take that back. Hello. As I mentioned before, give me some video ideas because right now I don't know what I'm doing. Because yeah, now my computer sees, so I might have to shut it off again. I'm hot. It's very humid, so we have the AC on downstairs. So yes. Hello. Oh, that's on speaker. I didn't see that coming. I'm not camera shy, so that is totally okay. I've done public speaking at my local college in Delaware. I'm doing good. If you want to know, I know more people are coming on here. That's totally fine. You're welcome to do that. It's more like an afternoon live. I normally do them mostly at nights because this is pretty an urgent live, and I think it's probably the best time to tell you all this now because I've noticed my routine at work. I normally sing, but I think I already told you already that now do you remember that one room I know like to sing in that echo room? Yeah, unfortunately that they installed a door there. That means I can't go in it anymore. So yes. Don't tell me too much personal. Don't tell me any part of your personal information regarding your age or height or anything, but like that, like Amazon or something, that's totally fine. So yes. Okay, let's see if my computer works this time. I try to get into my iTunes. Yesterday I got some. I'm gonna put some light on because it's actually kind of dark in it. I usually had it off. You don't have to tell me your gender. I just told you okay. I wrote down yesterday. I just thought if you had any experiences in your dreams. This is the most I got of. I'm just gonna say the most random ones. See, thank you. I am beautiful, but not always. I can be moody. I can be a little grumpy, but usually I am. But so dreams. Do you remember that one video I discussed about dreams, spiritual awakening, those kind of stuff? I'm sure some of you have, but if you like the most, I encourage you watch that until I get into this. The other one is dreams hold specific kinds of meanings, but for me, into my spiritual realm, it has a bigger inner self of myself. The first one is mirrors. Have you ever dreamed about mirrors in a dream? If so, it's like a connection to another spiritual world. That means you like trying to have like seeking guidance to deeper understand what your loved ones are trying to say to you. It could be your past relatives, it could be like visitations, it could be like spirits. This kind of stuff are welcome to come in, but if it's like negatives, they're not welcome because what they can do is steal dream energy, they put you into lower vibrations. Now that's when you get dizzy and lightheadedness and those kind of stuff. So yes, the other one, I get this a few times in my dreams because I have this kind of like a syndrome. I looked it up yesterday and I didn't expect this because I'm doing it live on my phone and the other one's been weird. It's the third person view in my dream. Do you normally get that? Happy summer. Summer starts on 21st of June. Just want to just let you know. Do you ever like dream about yourself in third person? Because I've done that a few times. Um, Military, which is kind of strange. I jumped in the military twice in my dream. One is celebrity and one in Israel in 1800s. The reason I specific that year is because I saw that year in my dream and it was like ships like shipping into like getting like stuff and I don't know what kind of specifics, more like cargoes and stuff, more like boxes, like transport goods or clothes. That's kind of stuff. Um, Beaches. I dream about beaches a lot because the reason why is it's connected to my spiritual realm, which makes sense because as I mentioned, the spiritual realm will do is it get you more deeper of your connection, as I mentioned, to like new aspects of yourself. Getting like more like you want to know more about spirituality, and that's like part of it because it's mostly the spiritual realm, which means more to men. Yeah. I'm speaking a little too fast. If you think I'm speaking too if you think I'm speaking too fast, let me know in the comments because I get that sometimes too. Dimensions. Spiritual realm is the same thing as dimensions because there's like a connection going on. My cat's over there. He's not part of it yet, but he will. Phone. I always dream about phones because I find that interesting. If you want to know, if you really want to know about this, whenever you dream about a phone in your dream, it means you're getting a connection to a divine. Well, you can get. Let's do it this way. If you see a phone in your dream, that means you're getting a divine connection from God. That means He's seeking to give you guidance and support for your future needs. So that's why it's kind of interesting that you gotta have God on your side. Because you never who know you're gonna support. Right now, your number one supporter should be God. Then your second one could be like something else. But if your second supporter is family, that's totally okay. That's what me is. That's why there's a few things I want to go over with my dreams. There's um, demonic creatures, which I'm not going to get into that because it's kind of scary for all of you to, for me to hear that to you. Childhood house. Do you ever dream about that? Because I do that a lot. That means you visiting back to your past yourself or visiting past of what you've done there. What you just did with there was part of it. Childhood house represents navigation too, because that leads to a map, and that's like you navigating your way out of like it's more like self-reflect to yourself, but it's not. But it's there's a word that I'm forgetting. I just don't know what it is. But that's what we really do because it helps you navigate your way out from your childhood house. If you're stuck in there, that means you're already in your childhood years still. That means I'm still am because there's a lot. Just to let you know, I have precognitive dreams most times because it's kind of weird. And you know what's weird? I had that link to lucid dreaming. I've looked this up a lot on Google. Lucid dreaming can be found in small variety of people's dreams. And I'm one of them because it's kind of interesting. So, scientists, researchers are already on here. That means I do get lucid dreaming at least 5 or 4 times a month. It's kind of interesting. It's always vivid. It's always vivid that I see lots of colors. I could see like past events, future events. That's what I do. I'm in psychic abilities. That means that is connected to precognitive dreams, which is kind of strange. You may think it's weird and scary, which it can be, which is totally okay. If you don't want to know what that is, discuss it with your like provider or your mental provider or your family or psychologist, something. They can help you with that, which is totally okay. The other few things is about airports. Do you ever dream about airports? Because I do that a few times because I found it like helpful, but not as very helpful, but it seeks to like says translation, change, growth, venture, exploration, and independence in freedom, because this usually does, but I'm like in my era that I want to do want to get independent stuff because I want to do more independent of myself. Um, excuse me, so I feel like you heard me. The other one is outer space. The reason why I said outer space is because my spiritual realm is very big. It's not like all of yours because if you already have spiritual awakening and you don't know what that is, you can also most welcome to look it up on Google. My spiritual realm is always big because my deceased relatives comes in. No, my cat's still catching up. My dresser. I don't want him to do that. As I mentioned, my spiritual realm is always big because it's always like my connections goes to different places in my dreams. For example, outer space, Israel, time travel, the dimensions. God's already with me because I can see him every day. Because I can feel his presence on me. Right now he's not in this room, but I know for a fact he's around the house. Because I can feel it by his presence is very light. The more light he goes to, he's using a little bit of the energy. He's giving you the higher vibrations than the other ones I've discussed. Also, as negative spirits will come through, they will give you lower vibrations. If it's God next to you, he'll give you higher vibrations every day. So that's why you have to, not just you don't have to, always have a Bible by your side, but I don't have a Bible with me, but it's at my father's house. That's one thing. Moon is related to outer space, which is kind of strange. My intuition is like big, not just very big, but just big because it helps me. As mentioned outer space, it does connect. It's related to fear to the unknown, which I don't have that, but I know what the unknown looks like. It's a dark place. It's very void. It's like you're having trouble navigating out of like emotions, feelings, and anything. Last year I saw something over here. Well, like a black cat. I did have a black cat, and he just passed away like a few weeks ago. Just saw him like way over here by my window. Just kind of strange. So yes. What other things can I say? University. Do you ever dream about universities? Because I normally do that sometimes because it wants me to learn a lesson that needs to be learned, but it's not related to that because it wants me to go back there to seek more education, which that's what I'm wanting to do in the future. That's why I mentioned before discussing my education plans in the future. I've done a video on that. I encourage you to watch that video because that's why that comes into my dream. So that's why it doesn't say specifically a lesson that needs to be learned because it's just that means mistakes I've made it back in the past. So it usually connects because what I'm saying is basically is true, but if you think it's wrong, just let me know. Again, but it says higher knowledge and spiritual growth because it's mostly those two, but it gonna says it's higher knowledge, which is you learn a lot back in school. If you if you were already in your 20s or 30s, you just graduated and you want to go back to school and you want to make more money, don't rely on parents too much. If you're a kid or a teenager, don't rely on your parents too much, but you just gotta push a little more that you want to overcome it. But if you think it's a bit too struggle, then I encourage you to have your parents side to help you do with that. I didn't get done with what I was supposed to do yesterday, but that's why I stopped to the moon. But this one thing that got my attention, which is demonic. This is a very good person. It's very specific, which is kind of strange. I get this a lot because it's related to military and stuff, which is the spiritual warfare. which is kind of strange. I don't know what that means, but I will look this up after this live will come to an end. Spiritual transformation, I get that a lot. So, in other words, one in temptations, which means not just inner myself, more like, sorry, it's more like something that's like wanted me to tempt me to do things, but I had to block that. I had to block that because if I do, then it won't let me to tempt. But if I don't block it, it's willing to take me in. That means that's when lots of negative things will come out my mouth. But I'm not gonna say that because it's not in me. But because that's when I need spiritual protection. That's where this comes in because spiritual protection is willing to keep you protected. Because the reason why is this too, because it helps you to collect bad dreams, which it does sometimes. But now I don't get many of those because I have 4 dream catchers in my bedroom. You're seeing one right here because I have one right here, one over there. Oh, sorry, I have 4, and one's over there, one over there, and one there, and one here. So it's in different places. But if you want a dream catcher, never face it in the north because it's a bad sign. Put it there. If you want to know, if you want to learn why not to put that there, I encourage all of you look it up on Google because they said negative spirits will come through because it's facing that direction because it will like come through. You give you, as much as give you low vibrations, get you lightheaded, and that's when they say not just will say it's more like feel you around your presence because you might think I'm an expert at this, which I'm not technically an expert. This is just my opinions, but no hate. I'm gonna close this. I don't have to worry about that because I'll be discussing more about this anyways. The reason why, as I mentioned, never put it in the north because it represents colors, but I know what it means. But now I think I forgot. I think black means evil and stuff, and that usually indicates red too, spiritual orbs. And there are color orbs that does hold specific meanings. But unless you get white and gold, like right down my eyes sometimes, well, actually one time, I did set a gold orb went down my closet. I didn't use my camera at all. It went down my closet. I was freaked out. I stood, I just thought, I stayed there, I just freaked out. And I did this. Yeah, I know, it's kind of strange. That's a weird face. I'm sorry. Yes, this specific colors meanings, for example, rose is black, I think use is white, solid is red, and west is yellow. You may think it's German colors, which is kind of strange, but you can think that and just wait, okay? But there are color meanings of north, east, south, and west, which there is in a spirituality way, but because the reason I have spiritual awakening because I have recent drama and there's a specific word, but I'm just not mentioning it. But as I mentioned, my family gave me the drama because it's mostly my father. Let's put it that way because he's the one who scares me a lot, and he does those kind of stuff to me. My parents yells at me a lot, which is technically physical trauma because I got that a lot since I was a kid as my childhood years, which it basically is, and that's why spiritual awakening coming into me. So that's why I want to discuss that with all of you because if you get that feeling, as mentioned, reach out to your relatives, go to psychologists or something. They can always provide you with certain support they can give you. So yes, it holds lots of meanings. It's totally okay. I'm hot, so I'm putting my hair up. It feels good, I'll be honest. Yeah. So yeah. Yes. Oh, sorry. Spiritual awakening. As I mentioned, I had this since I was a kid, but God gave me the gift for psychedelics because of that. And second, I didn't use them at the age of 12. There's a lot of ritual games that's connected to psychic abilities. For example, Charlie Pencil game. I've done it once at the age of 12. That's when I used my psychic abilities. I've done it in my bedroom on my desk at night. I think it was mostly on a Thursday, Saturday night. I was like 9 years old, which I was 9. I put away. I just put away. I didn't do anything. I just put away. I didn't touch on until I did it at the age of 15, which I did. I used my gifts again. It did actually work here here downstairs in this house, in the back room, which I've filmed a few times. Thank you. I'm in my night shirt though. As mentioned, I didn't want to. I had candles, which is kind of strange. I don't know why I did candles. Pencils, required paper. Dude, I'm not doing that game anymore because it's kind of scary at night. But just during the day, if you're doing like at 3 in the morning, so those kind of stuff, it's too risky. But most likely will hurt you. But never do this alone. Always do this with friends because I've done it a few times and it's not good. So that I did use it for a few times. And then the Ouija came through. I don't know if it papers, but I didn't actually do any sessions doing that. I just want to like see what it looks like. So yeah. That too. I didn't do a whole lot of Bloody Mary because that's scary enough, so I cannot do that. So that's why I'm still using 2 now. So that's why. Actually, no, I think at the age of 16, 17, that's when my spiritual awakening is like gotten very big, and that's when I don't need that right now. That's when it got more bigger. So that's why God does not want me to do any of this kind of stuff anymore because He told me not to. So I did. I listened to Him. So what I did is I used Kelsey's Davies advice because if you don't know who she is a clairvoyant. That means she can speak and see to the dead and can see the past see the future events, and also she is a paranormal investigator. I encourage all of you to check out her video because it will help her a lot. And she wants to reach out these 30 million subscribers as we can because she'll be at the FitCon this year at California. So I can't go because I don't know if my parents will let me. So yeah, so that's when I had my spiritual realm went bigger than usual. Get it? Because my connections went bigger than usual. That's when I dreamed about outer space and those kind of stuff. So God helped me to help me build a bigger spiritual realm, which He did. So yes, just kind of interesting. I don't think He would never do such thing. So it's fascinating how spiritual awakening works around me and her and Kelsey. Speaking of Kelsey, I joined by her a few times. Go check out her most recent video. She just did one last Sunday. Her video was amazing. I was featured in her last story a few stories ago. So hello, I know you're coming through. So yes, as I mentioned, my spiritual room's gonna be bigger because God's already by my side. I don't read the Bible, but I always have Him around me because He knows I'm doing this, but I think He doesn't know what I'm doing. I think He's aware of it because He knows what I'm doing. Just so you're okay. So He's fine. He's fine with it. Few things that I want to point out there. You might think this is kind of weird. I'll do that for my next life, okay? Not this life. I'm sorry. As I mentioned, shoot. Oh God. Okay. God does not want me to say specific things in my dream book. I don't want to bring it out because it holds a lot of meanings, as mentioned in my dreams. Because again, your mind, your dreams will create in on unfamiliar faces, which is creating enable shoot, what is it? Oh, now I'm missing the word. As I mentioned, your brain will be incapable of creating new faces in your dreams, which I get that a lot. That's why I'm asking all. That's why I'm wondering if you had any of those kind of stuff in your dreams, because usually it does. But if you put it out there, I saw this a few times already. If you dream about marrying something, well, not just an object. If you see yourself marrying a person in your dream, never ignore that dream. Always write it down because it's very important for you to remember, because if you do, it's a bad sign. Always a bad sign. If that is a recurrent nightmare, I encourage you to go to a psychologist instead of your parents. Well, not just your parents, but your parents will help you get into a psychologist, and that's when they can will help you provide those kind of stuff and support. So yes, I'm thinking this up, Dory. So yes, I'm gonna try to get my computer again. It was giving me problems as usual. If it loads. Yay, it's up. It's up. So good. There's a few things. You want to know if I got a call. I don't have a call yet. I'm like in my 20s, but it's kind of late, basically. So yeah, which is kind of interesting. As I mentioned before, I'm going downhill a little bit because that's why I'm on this live to discuss more dreams, about more dream meanings and more video ideas. So that's why I'm asking all of you if you have any ideas for my new videos in the future. If you do, just let me know. I'll be on a live another 5 minutes, so 5 minutes is up, but I'll wrap this up soon. Right now, I'm using Canva as my thumbnails wise, but as I mentioned, I'm still struggling with like animates and stuff. I encourage all of you just check out my channel. It will help lots of it'll help me a lot of time if you just take a minute just to look what I'm posting. It will help. It will help a lot if you do just look at it. As I mentioned, I want to just do that for a living. We're already at 405 subscribers. I thought I was gaining 412, but it's not. I want to do that because Stray Kids, if you don't know who Stray Kids is, we usually have 9 members, but they went down 1, but now I have 8. They're a group since 2018. They were the one who helped me got into the job of YouTube. So that's why I pursued that, which I did, which is kind of strange. Again, I've always wanted to do that. I'm going to give credit to Stray Kids because I'm giving partial credit to them, so I take that back, because they're the ones who helped me with this stuff. So I'm glad all of you like to hear my voice and this kind of stuff. As I mentioned, I do want all of you to give me some video ideas for my next videos, future reference and stuff. So yes, as I mentioned, I want to do this as a living because yeah, it will help me a lot, as I mentioned. So yes, last one is I want to discuss is about work. Right now, I'm not in my house as much now because I'm actually transferring to a new department, which is in the lab. So that means I might have to be limited on filming in my house for now because there's a lot of things happening in my warehouse because people there are like babysitting people. And, the new advisor is now staying there at night, so he's working day and night, which is not good. Now he's saying he came to somebody, the person I hate, as I mentioned before. I don't think I've told you, but her name is Danielle. I know her last name, but I don't want to say it. But her name is Danielle. She is a temp, and they said people who are temps at any warehouse it's supposed to be bad because she is working for the new advisor, and I don't know why. And the next day, I talked to somebody the other day ago. They said now the new advisor told her saying, "Who are we firing today?" Like he has no control to say that to Danielle because one, Danielle is not in charge of saying that. Is not in charge of holding that responsibility. Second, the advisor needs to reach out to our HR manager or our manager in the other building. Third, we have two, not just two, we have two not like managers, but like the same, not like the same supervisors, but we have one or two. I'm not saying their names because I don't want to expose them, but they work in a warehouse, but they all get overwhelmed because they want a new advisor to help the new people to get in line, not like get in trouble with this kind of stuff, which we all get, they already get in trouble. So that's why I can't be in a warehouse because of that. So last week I think it was Tuesday. So last week on Tuesday was my last day in the warehouse, just let you know. I'm still gonna work there for now. No need, that means I can't, that means I can still do videos and stuff, those kind of stuff, but I can't film in a lab though, so because there's one camera in a lab and it doesn't go around the whole lab. But anyways, as I mentioned, my cat's laying in my bed. Oh wait, you can see. Sorry. So yes, the new visor is not it's not a good idea because I don't like second, he's too bossy to the temps. Third, giving out too much duties and responsibilities to the temp because that's not a good idea. But still, as I mentioned, I want to do YouTube as living. I hope all of you can encourage me. If you feel like watching my videos, that's really okay. And if my videos, there's specific videos that's already in tens of views, specific tens, like three views or 7 views. I encourage, not just all, but I encourage some of you at least get at least above 100 for now. See if you can, because I don't want to take those videos undone. If I do, then I have to do something with them. If they're not gonna be enough views, and I've already come across a few videos with those amount of views. That means if I don't see any improvements on those videos and not enough views won't be building up, then I'll have to take them undone. That means I will not be getting any new viewers from those videos because I think few of you don't like them, which is totally okay. No hate, no opinion. I'm not hating that. I just encourage all of you to just watch those videos because it kind of hurts me a little bit. Not just a whole lot, but it's just how people just like this. It's okay. But some people, not the viewers who's usually on here. People out in real world treat other people like Karma or Karens, those kind of stuff. I'm not calling you a Karen. You may think I am, but I'm not. I'm just a pointer out there to all of you, but still, just take a moment, see what my videos is doing. I encourage all of you at least get at least more than 100 views on all my videos if you can, because right now it's in the tens. If I keep seeing the tens, then I'll have to delete them, which I don't want that. Okay, because as I mentioned before, I don't want that to happen. So it's kind of, to be honest, it's kind of a bit disappointing, not just for all of you, but for myself, because it feels like I'm hurting myself because I put those effort into those videos. So that's why I have to share that. So yes, so as I mentioned, Straykids helped me, got me to this job. As I mentioned, I'm giving them partial credits to this because they helped me into life. They got me into the videos, not just video, they got to know me more. So that's why I'm exposing myself out here, telling you what I want to do in the future. I like to share my ideas to you, and it's fun because I like to reach out my fans. I love engaging with you. I hope I can doing that until I keep doing this for. I will. I'm sure I will, because I will. I ordered a light stick for which will come next week. That means I'll do a reel or a video on that. So just hold on tight. So that will. I also ordered a sweatshirt for that too. So I was Straykids, so I ordered a Straykids sweatshirt so that I will not be doing like any unrevealing now because it's just coming from Amazon. So yes, so I'm gonna head come to this end. I thank you for coming on. I appreciate you being on here. But again, as I mentioned, I don't want to see more tens in my videos, but I encourage all of you get at least more than 100 views if you can. But I know I know the other videos has pop-up views, which is good. That's good. But I encourage the new current viewers just watching the other videos if we can, because it just helps me keep my not just keep tracking. I just want to see how the progress is turning out on those because as I mentioned, if I don't think it's not proven, then I will have to delete them. But again, I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna come to this live to the end in a few minutes. I encourage you to look at my description and then go to like what you want to do. But again, on my lives, so every time I go on lives, let's do it this way. if I'm gonna do more future lives, I encourage all you just make sure you keep the YouTube community guidelines same. I don't want to see any hate graphics, no hate comments, no negatives, or no those kind of stuff. But I do encourage all of you to say something positive regarding this. Something clean, something nice that I want to see. But yes, thank you for joining on. I appreciate for you being on here. I know this live is a bit long, but it's totally okay. Again, please help me continue to grow my channel. But I'm trying to do this on myself. I'm doing this no permission, no help, but it's myself. So yes. Thank you for watching my live. I hope you have a good day. I hope it's supposed to be raining here today, so yes. So happy humid day. It's very humid here. So thank you for watching my live. I encourage all you, not just all, but I say most of you. I encourage most of you to like, subscribe, and I say go ahead and hit the notification bell because I'll be posting reels more than videos. Okay? I'll see you next time, and I'll see you soon.